Folks, we've spoken about this topic so many times on Smile, so you know it's a continuous problem. I'm talking about behavioral issues in the youth of our nation. Well, the HUSH, H-U-S-H Symposium is addressing the matter. And here to tell us how, Programs Outreach Manager, Kerry Palmer, and Consultant Administrator with the School Suspension Intervention Program, Mrs. Lydia Brown-Grant, and Mrs. Grant on the far side, and Kerry in the red. Sorry. Why? Mrs. Brown-Grant, let me start with you. That's a big thing, School Suspension Intervention Program. Which is what? Tell me about that.
The School Suspension Intervention Program is a program that we do with the schools across Jamaica. It's not only here in Kingston. We do it in Clarendon, in Flankers, Montego Bay, and we do it in Spanish Town, where I am located, and we have a location on Camp Road at the UE Open Campus. Yeah. What we do is that students who are suspended from school come to us to address behavioral issues. And we work with them in several, with our
You have several programs that
several programs that we do. We do conflict resolution with them. We do anger management. We do peer pressure. We do relaxation and meditation. Okay. We do several things with them during this program to address their
Some of the things issues they would be suspended for would be like what? I mean, I suspect like fighting and that kind
gambling,
of stuff.
Extortion.
Oh.
Yes, fighting, disrespectful to adults and other authorities on the compound. Physical assault on teachers too, as well as students.
Wow. Extortion would mean, I know what the word means, but so somebody will come to me and say, if I don't do this, them want money from me.
What the students explain is that they come to them and say, give me your money. And sometimes, if they're small, they turn them upside down and shake them out.
They turn them upside down and shake the money out of them pocket.
Yes. So we have several things that are happening in school which we don't expect to be happening, but they do happen in schools.
Yeah. Ms. Kerry, your Programs Outreach Manager, Institute of Jamaica, so your role overall in this would be what?
Well, my department, my division, we are the organizers of this Hush Children Symposium. Mm-hmm. This is our 9th staging of it, and it is an avenue for students to observe, to listen to other persons who have had certain experiences as we deal with topical issues, have persons who have had experience with these particular concerns, share their testimonials, express to the children that I've been down this road, this is what has happened based on the decision I've made, and allow the students themselves, the young people, to evaluate the trajectory of their own lives, to say, all right, if that person went down that road and that was the result, I might not be so lucky to live to tell about it. Wow. So just for them to have that opportunity to hear from persons, ask questions, and to make a positive decision to do the alternative to the betterment of their lives.
The acronym HUSH means what?
It is not an acronym, in fact. It is not an acronym.
It's just the word HUSH.
When we started in 2010, the first subject that we looked at was sexuality and sexual abuse. And it was based on something that presented itself to us at the time. And it was a way of saying, in a Jamaican slang, no, never mind, like a pat on the shoulder, hush, take care, we'll get through this.
I understand
and
now.
The brand stuck, the name stuck.
I understand now. Miss Lydia, I could remember reading, can't remember, maybe last year, year before, that they went to the prisons and they found that most of the young men in prisons came from this school and that school. Are you seeing the problems from this school and that school, or is this widespread, or is it coming from just one school?
No, it's widespread. It is widespread, and we tend to what we do is an intervention between that transition. We don't want them to transition to going to prison.
Right.
And so what we do in our program is to build awareness with them of what will happen as a result of the behavior and the choices they make. So in our program now, when we see what they call an at-risk youth, maybe a male or female, because some persons alluded to just being males, but it's male or female. We work closely with those, and then we do one-on-one interviews with these students, finding out what is happening to find the root cause of the behavior.
Apparently, well, not apparently. Unfortunately, I got the wrap-up signal, so I have to go. But I want a quick answer. Who is an at-risk youth? Who is
Any
that?
youth that displays behavior that might put them in a disadvantaged position, like going to prison, like, you know, losing their education because of their behavior in school, or at home having issues.
Just final words. The Hush Symposium actually happens today, and we begin at 9 o'clock.
Where?
And it's going to be at the Institute of Jamaica, 10 to 16 East Street.
And it's for free?
It is free, featuring testimonials, experts in the field such as the Dispute Resolution Foundation, and we have several booths that will allow the students to look at the impact of violence, gain some knowledge. And I would like to highlight our sponsors, which is the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities, Brescia, and Spike Industries. Thank you, and looking forward to everyone coming.
Unfortunately, we have to go. But
Thank you for having us.
Programs Outreach Manager Kerry-Ann Palmer and Consultant Administrator with the School Suspension Intervention Program, Mrs. Lydia Brown-Grant. Here's Charlie Black and the Unstoppable Band.
Good morning, good morning. Them say we nah make it. Some say we nah come out to nothing good. Look at us now. Oh no, look at us now. Some of them are tell lie for we. All of the set of people fear to. Look at us now. We are still around. I go tired for see we. Tired for see we. All a whole of life we tell you all of them choke off. Oh, them a go tired for see we. Tired for see we. God love for you ready, so them get Them sit down for me name like market. Every day we name and them target. Them a chat out with just and I watch who we par with it. We bring for them foreign. Them all passing mark to be so flop. Them say the country boy you get too hot. But when we clean and come out, them not like that. My team around the place. Dirty heart, I go tired for see we. Tired for see we. All a who no like we tell you all of them choke up. All on there. Them a go tired for see we. Tired for see we. I love for you ready. It's Charlie. My girl come flip it like a fibrogram. Make your bum pop flip like a fibrogram. Flip it. Ladies, hey girl, come wind up on my body, girl. Wine like it's a carnival. Girl, me love the way how you wine for me. Girl, your wine is so emotional. So wind up on my body, girl. Me want you come wine your waistline for me. Baby, you're bubbling, baby. Girl, you a party animal. Girl, you acting original, girl, you a party animal. To how you want, you drive me crazy. Girl, you a party animal. You taste so good, you look so good. Girl, me love when you party. She take 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4. After 9 minutes, she come back for more. She take off the shoes and pound it down, and then she start to broke out like a. Me said then she approach me just like a cute. Me know so she like me tonight, me a score. She said she beautiful and she pure, girl, and you me adore. So wind up on my body, girl. Wine like it's a carnival. Girl, me love the way how you wine for me. Girl, your wine is so emotional. Wind up on my body, girl. Me want you come wine your waistline. Baby, you're bubbling, baby. Girl, you a party animal. Girl, you acting original, girl, you a party animal. To how you want, you drive me crazy. Girl, you a party animal. You just so good, you look so good. Girl, we love when you party. Girl, you think up there. Me don't know where you're from, but you think up there. Girl, if God send you for me tonight, me you follow you a morning, go back up. No worry about your friends here with my friends. After the club, a party on the end. So my girl flip it like a flippergram, flip it like a, hey, wind up on my body.